Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another video on the Stock Kings YouTube channel. And today we will be going over how you can be profitable when the market crashes, and also some stocks that you can buy to ensure those profits when the market is going down. Before we get into that, however, I want you guys to go ahead, give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you know whenever we put out a new video. It really helps to support the channel and everything I do here. So with that, let's get right into it. I want to take a look at the S&P 500 here on the daily chart. As before, we kind of talked about how the S&P 500 was going to mirror what it did previously. Price action came down to the 50 EMA, bounced right up, created a new high. We thought it was going to do the same here. We definitely got the bounce off the 50 EMA. However, we got a strong rejection here, and now it is about to close below the 50 EMA, which we said is a huge sign for bearish momentum. We have about 2 minutes until close, and it is definitely showing bearish momentum below the 50 EMA. We got a strong daily candle here below this 50 EMA, so that is not looking good for the overall markets. But the first strategy that I have for you guys to be profitable in a market crash is to buy inverse ETFs. So what an inverse ETF does is it tracks an indice like the S&P 500, and it basically mirrors it, tracks it, and it will do the opposite. So let's say the S&P 500 is going down. The inverse ETF will then reflect that, but it will go up. What it does, it basically allows investors to short the market without having to sell anything. Instead, you can buy these ETFs, and that is kind of a hedge against the overall market just in case it starts to go down. And it is definitely a good place to be parking some money now. As of currently, the market has been consistently going down, and we are showing even more bearish momentum with a close below the 50 EMA on the S&P 500. So some stocks, some inverse ETFs that I wanted to show you guys. I will only be talking about inverse ETFs for the S&P 500 as they are the most popular, and also the S&P 500 is used mostly as a benchmark for the overall markets. So the first one that I want to talk about is ProShares Short S&P 500, ticker symbol SH. This trades at around 1773, and as you can see here, it was up today about 1.2%, and we're still going up a little bit in the after hours. So this tracks the S&P 500 times 1. So basically what that means is every time the S&P 500 goes down $1, this will reflect a opposite change of going up $1. So S&P 500 down $1, this one goes up $1. And it basically is 1 times whatever the S&P 500, give or take a couple cents. So as you can see here, the S&P 500 was down about 1.2%, 1.3% today. This one is up 1.2% at close, and then we're up again another 0.1% to reflect the after hours. And then on to the next one, we have ProShares Ultra Short S&P 500, ticker symbol SDS. So this trades at around 1205. And as you can see here, this is up 2.64%. So this reflects a change of the S&P 500 times 2. So give or take a $1 change in the S&P 500, this will be reflected as a $2 change. So the S&P 500 went down 1.3%. That times 2 would give us the 2.64%, give or take some. This is a way to get a little more bang for your buck. If you think the S&P 500 will be going down short term, you can put more money into this SDS, and you will get a little bit more money from the changes in the S&P 500. Now, moving on to the next one, we have SPXU. So that's it trades around 2813, and this will be trading at 3 times the S&P 500. So then you have a little bit more than the last two. So every time you see a dollar change in the S&P 500, that would be times 3. So the S&P 500 going down $1, give or take a few cents, this would be going up $3. So we have a 1.3% change in the S&P 500, and then we have almost a 4% change here on SPXU. So again, if you think the S&P 500 is going down a little bit more in the short term, you can park a little bit more of your money here to get more money on the short term. If you're expecting the market to go down even longer term, I would expect you to invest more heavily in SH, kind of a safer play for the overall markets. And this is just a good way to hedge against markets going down. Another way, another kind of plan to go against the market, basically when it's going down, is to park some money in gold. So we're looking at here XAU. This is just a much more stable thing than the overall markets. Gold is relatively stable. As you can see here, it's a little bit down, but it's not, swaying the ebbs and flows like the market. This is just a much more safe investment compared to the overall market. And another kind of thing that you can do to hedge against the overall markets, and crypto bulls will love this, is parking your money in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is obviously the best return you could have made in the year 2020. We're seeing huge increases in price. We're almost at that $50,000 range as we speak. And even Kathy Woods, the person who does ARK Invest, says most companies should be parking either 1 to 10% of their capital into Bitcoin. And you can see a lot of people doing that with their personal finances as well. Just it's a good idea to hedge against inflation and the overall market collapsing, because if the overall market is collapsing, that doesn't mean Bitcoin will be going down as well. Bitcoin can continue this meteoric rise going up, and it's just a good idea to keep at least some of your portfolio spread around to hedge against the overall market going down. And I think inverse ETFs, putting some money into gold or other indices like silver, and even putting some of your capital into Bitcoin will help protect you and hedge against the overall market going down. This will help protect your capital, and that's the biggest thing you can do as an investor, is protect your capital like it's your life. Otherwise, you will see huge decreases in your overall capital. But I think that's all I have for strategies to stay profitable in a market crash. And if you found value in today's video, go ahead, give a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Thanks.